What's up? What's up? Joker 1014 is in the house. Man, my garage, from painting that truck, man, my garage has literally exploded and messy, 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 messy. I swear to you, it's messy. We'll have to come out here and clean up the garage because, oh my goodness, it's messy. Very, 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 very messy. But anyways, um, so I've been watching this stuff on YouTube. I don't know if you guys been, if anybody's been following it or whatnot. But this Kiely Robinson case, or however you say her last name, hopefully I didn't chop it up too bad. And I was just watching. Well, I'm not done watching it, but I'm been watching for the past, I don't know, half an hour of Ryan Upchurch and uh, Zig Girl and all them on a panel, and they're coming up with some good ideas. Like I can see where they're coming from. Like they're definitely thinking outside the box and not inside of the box. But but a lot of people are putting them down. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's not true. That's not true." Da 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 da. But honestly, guys, I really think there's been either foul play and they're covering it up. Like that that town, I really think something happened where they're covering it up, and there's a lot of people involved. There's a lot of players involved. Um, let's see. I kind of wanted to kind of discuss my thoughts of what happened. And if you really pay attention and listen to my thoughts, it kind of falls in play. It's kind of weird, right? So the car just happens to, okay, we're going to start here. The car just happens to appear in the water after 19 man hours. 19 man hours, and they looked and looked and looked and looked, and all those ponds, or whatever you want to call them, all the water around there, around that campground, for 19 man hours, but they never once came across the vehicle that was only like 10 to 20 feet off shoreline. And they say they had divers. I know they're not like experienced divers. Like they don't have the equipment and all that like the other guys did. But I know people who has went diving before, and when you go diving, you go diving. And some people try to touch the bottom, right? So when they went diving and looked around that area, they would have found the car no matter what. And they're saying they did not see that car right there. Okay? For one. For two, that car had to have been hidden. We established that. That car was hidden somewhere. Well, probably with the body in the back. Or she was still alive and they got scared and ended up killing her and putting her body in there and pushing the car into the water. Okay? But I used to drive tow truck. I drove tow truck for a very long time. For a year. That's a long time to me. I know people that drives tow truck. I don't care what state you are in. You can be in Florida. You can be in California. You can be in Tennessee. You can be in any state, when you're doing a AAA call, you see something fishy or something just don't add up to you, you have to call AAA and let them know something's not right. You have to. It's just a rule. That's one thing that AAA will ask you. If you go on a call and something just feels not right, you don't pick up the phone and call your girlfriend. You don't pick up the phone and call your mother-in-law. You don't pick up the phone and call your best friend. You call AAA and say, hey, there's something not right with these people. I don't know if they've been drinking. I don't know if they've been up all night. I don't even know if there's nothing wrong with the car. They just are acting weird. And I just didn't feel comfortable enough just going home. Okay? Unless you're a very bad tow truck driver and you can't see that kind of things, and you wait for a week later. And honestly, he's not even a tow truck driver. He was running a van, so he was on call. So I used to do the same thing. Drove a pickup truck, change tires, start cars, change out batteries and all that stuff. A service vehicle. So he says he was in a service vehicle. I used to drive tow truck and drove a service vehicle. Okay? And it don't matter if it's AAA, regular calls, or whatever. You automatic have to call back to dispatch and tell them what's going on. So Ryan Upchurch, if you have any questions about the guy being in that service truck and you're watching this, or Zig Girl, if you guys are watching this, or anybody that is watching this and you want questions answered, feel free to try to get a hold of me on Facebook. You just look me up on Facebook, Chris Muller. Bam, there you go, Chris Muller on Facebook. TikTok, look up TikTok, Chris Muller on TikTok, or Joker 1014 on YouTube. Whatever, look me up. I can answer those questions and let you know that when you're on a service call for a tow company, AAA or anything, you have to call dispatch. It's the law. It's in every state. Every state is that law. And if you're not doing that and you feel like, oh, I need to call my girlfriend and let her know that I just ran into two people and they was acting kind of weird, that you can't do that. You have to call dispatch and let them know. That way, if something happens with those people, you at least called in and had them note that. You see what I'm saying? And with that being said, just a lot of things ain't adding up. A lot of things ain't adding up to this story. I think the cops are involved. The lady who was for the media, the lady cop, you can't find her nowhere. She just disappeared. And I'm telling you, man, I have a 16-year-old daughter, and I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to hop on a four-wheeler and just drive off if I'm the father. I want to see the vehicle come out. I don't care if it scars me for the rest of my life or not. I'm going to see that vehicle and make sure that is really my kid. You know what I mean? I ain't just going to look around and be like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I'm not going to fucking watch these people pull my daughter's car out. I just can't do it. It's going to scar me. I got to go. No, I'm going to stay. I'm staying right there. So all that's fishy to me. And this guy pulling stuff out and dived that many times in the water just to pull out a laptop in a bag. Come on now. Come on. Why didn't you drive to the sheriff's station? Why didn't you go to the sheriff's station? Why did you talk to a friend? Why did you try to get a hold of the people, the parents? Come on now. I think you are the one Maybe it threw the stuff in there and was trying to get some views on your channel or something. I don't know. You said you talked to the father, talked to the grandpa, whatever. That's not right. No, I can't see someone. I'm sorry. I'm not a big person on YouTube, but I'm definitely not. If someone called me and said, "Hey, you know, da da da," I'm just gonna look at you and be like, "You're stupid." You know what I mean? Leave me alone. You're just trying to get views. You're trying to get questions out of me. Whatever. And all this stuff they're looking up, it's coming back to nothing. Maybe, and if you guys are watching this, maybe it's just a theory of mine. Maybe her family seen something in the past, and that's where the FBI put them at to keep them safe, and that's why you can't find nothing on there. And what's the word I'm looking for? Protective custody or whatever. Maybe something happened in the past, and that's where the family had to go. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but anyways, if anybody has any questions, or Ryan, if you want to know about tow truck service and stuff like that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help. You can find me, message me on Facebook, on Messenger. Just look me up, and I will answer your questions on service calls and tow trucking and stuff like that. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. But with that being said, Joker 1014 is out, and you all have a good week.